Mm, um, Getting into the spirit of meditation. Boy, that is good. I'm asking now for thoughts to come to me, for positive affirmations, for healing power, for joy, peace, and happiness. All of the things which are all around us. In Him we move and have our being. In Acts 17:28, in the spirit of grace, in the spirit of understanding, in the spirit of wisdom. Oh, I can't tell you how good that feels. I have every thought that you need. I have every ability to explain the power of healing, the power of health, the power of joy, the power of understanding. I want to make these videos help you, to help you because there is so much illness, there is so much pain, there's so much sorrow, there's so many problems. But I'm here to help you. Leave your comments below as to what your illness is or what problem you may have, and I will deal with it in a video, in an upcoming video. I'm getting plenty of practice making these videos because YouTube, I think the world of them, and the thoughts I have about them and the appreciation that I have for YouTube, they'll never know the full extent. They'll never know 1/3 of how much I appreciate having having their services. But they are very frustrating, and that they're crazy in a certain sense about the way they do things. 15-minute video, and I made a real good video just a few minutes ago, and I could not. I stopped it, tried to stop it at 14 minutes and 30 seconds, and this crazy computer wouldn't get it stopped. And by the time I got it stopped, it was 16 minutes, only 1 minute over. Well, when I went to upload it, and they sit there for 15 minutes uploading the whole thing while I waited, needing to make another video. And then when I went to check on it after they said it had been uploaded, then I got there and they said, well, because you're 1 minute over, we just pulled the video out. We just got through pulling the video off. So they pulled it off. They pulled the video off over 1 minute. But I'll get plenty of practice that way. And I have plenty to say, so there's no problem. I had some noise going on in here anyway, which I needed to cut off. So that got done. Now, I want to, and it does not ruin my spirit because I can just get right back into the spirit. That's the good thing about this. This is what I want to tell you. Somebody frustrates you, it lasts that long. That's all. You get right back into the spirit of joy, peace, and understanding. I will not let anything or anybody rob me of that spirit of joy and peace and understanding. And I want to provide the thoughts every day, stimulating thoughts. I'm going to be on here every day with more videos. There won't be any stimulating thoughts that I will fail to put on. There won't be any positive thoughts which I will overlook. There won't be anything about healing which I will overlook. You will have it all. And I plan on making sure that you're fully equipped in these videos. I'm going to put several hours a day on here, so stay tuned, or stay on my channel, that is, and you'll get plenty of help. I've got tons and tons of books which I'm going to show you as the time goes on, and I want you to look for all books that you can find that has the word healing in them, and collect those up, especially if you're having an illness. What we need to do is prevent illness. We don't want to wait till we have illness. I've got all kinds of medical books about how to deal with illness. I understand everything about how to deal with the illness and disease after it has taken place. But what I really enjoy doing is preventing illness from taking place in the first place. And the right books and the right understanding, the right time of spending the right time in meditation will prevent disease. There's no disease which cannot be healed after it has begun, but there's also no disease which cannot be prevented from ever taking place. And we need to constantly be aware of that. the spirit of awareness. We need to constantly ask the spirit of awareness. Give me more awareness. Give me more understanding. Give me more light. Spread your angel wings over me better. Protect me better. Give me a spirit of warmth. Let me know your angel wings are there over and over me. Let me know you're protecting me. Let me know. And you have your journal ready, and they very definitely will let you know. And you very definitely will be able to, you'll get to where you can just write so fast that your hands and your pen won't even keep up with it. And you sure can't talk fast enough to get it all down. So what ends up happening is you get 2% of it down, and then you have to go back over it every day, and you get a little bit more of it. but you never get 100% of it down because it comes too fast. But there's always the next day. There's always the next day with your journal. That's what I'm trying to get over to you. There's always the next thought. There's always more. Never come to an end to it. You never do it. Get in that spirit of meditation. Get in that spirit of reflection. Reflect upon things. Reflect what we need to always do. What we need to always do. Oh, this is good. You need to always start with immortality and made in the image of God and coexistence. You need to start with those. Put those down right at the top of your first page of your journal. That that we are totally immortal, and we live right alongside God for eternity, and we are one with Him, and His thoughts are always with us. And I always just abbreviate that COE for coexistence, and I know what it means. That means coexistence with omnipresence, coexistence with omnipotence, coexistence with omniscience, omnipresence, and coexistence. I'll get it here in a minute. Coexistence with, there's 3 O's. I'm glad I thought about that. That made me think of that. You need to write down 3 O's. You need to write COE and OOO. Coexistent with omnipresence, omnipotence, and omniscience. Omniscience means all-knowing. Yeah, and which means everything that God knows is available to us at the rate at which we can receive it, and as fast as we can receive it. We'll never receive everything that is in infinite mind, in infinite spirit, because it would take all eternity to receive everything. But everything that we're able to receive and have time to meditate upon will come to us. So we're coexistent with all of that. And if you'll start your journal off with that, then that will start you off on the right track of getting the next thoughts. Because what you do is you ask yourself, what does this mean to me? There are 3 I's that or actually there's about 5 or 6 I's you need to write down there beside the COE and the OOO. That means, what is the, number 1 I is, what is the inclination of these things? And number 2 is, what is the significance of these things? What is the, well, everything that you can think of that starts with I, like illumination. What do these things illuminate? How intense are these things? And what is the, I don't know where I got significance, but that's one of the main ones too. What is the significance of these things in your life? Okay, implication, the one I was trying to think of. What is the implication of coexistence? What is the implication of being one with God? What is the implication of immortality and the fact that we are a total immortal soul? What does that imply in our life? And then when you meditate upon that, ask yourself and begin to write down. This means that I have the availability of all power and all happiness and all peace, and I can do what I want to do, and I can have what I want to have, because that's the implication of what that means. It means no less and can mean no less. And then what is the, we said intensity, so implication, intensity, and maybe you should put maybe information. And you can go down, you can think of the words. I have got them in my notebook somewhere, and I'm not going to read anything. I'm just going to say this stuff from memory, so I'll stop there on that. But what we need to do is gather thoughts, whether you get them from Bible verses or whether you get them from other books, Like the getting into the vortex. What you need to do is put that at the top of a page. Getting into the vortex. What is it? And then ask yourself, what is the vortex? And everything that the Spirit gives you about what is the vortex, put that down. And then ask yourself, what is the significance of my being in the vortex? How intensely can I get in the vortex? What is the information I will learn when I get in the vortex? And what is the how does that affect me in the way of my health? Yeah, what is the significance to my health? What is the significance of my joy? What is the significance to my prosperity of being into the vortex? Memorize the book Getting into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And every page that you read, ask yourself, what is the significance of this in my life? I think they actually put a few significances on there themselves on the page. And but get that book and read Deepak Chopra's books, and as you read his thoughts, ask, what does this all mean? What does it mean? The quantum healing. He talks about how healing takes place at the very smallest quanta, at the very smallest particle of an atom, and how healing, and that what I know and what I've received is that healing power is all around every atom in your body. It's in the spaces between all the protons, neutrons, and electrons. It's in every cell. It's already there. All we have to do is recognize it as being there and draw upon it. Everything. You'll find that in all writings, reading in all writings and scriptures of every kind, from the Bible to every other scriptural writing, that there is, that within all of that, there's something for every health problem. There's something for every lack of joy problem. Somewhere in all of that, The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, books like that, you'll find something for every illness. You'll find something for every problem. You'll find something for everything you lack. You'll find something that will deal with why you're not prosperous and how you can begin to become prosperous. Everything is there. Everything's been provided down through the centuries, and especially within the last 19th century and 20th century. Everything has been put down in a book somewhere, and our only problem is to find where it is located. But even in that, when I meditate and receive all of these thoughts from God, and I write them in my notebooks, I find that my notebooks, before I even go to the libraries and find the books which deal with that by famous authors, I find, when I find them, I find that it's exactly the same thing which I was given totally without any books. And so it's just an amazing thing. It just goes right hand in it, right down the line with it. You may, when you do your notes, you may have a few different ways of wording it, but it all amounts to the same thing. But you'll be surprised how close it comes to being exactly what is in these other books. All the major thoughts of getting into the vortex was given to me just all on my own, just because, and the reason is because I was open to it, because I said I know healing power is there. Many years ago, when I was just in my early, well, not that many years, but when I was in my early 20s, it was revealed to me that oceans of healing, what I call oceans of healing, I wrote a book called Oceans of Healing, are all around us and pressing in on us. And the Spirit said it's greater, much greater than 14 pounds per square inch, which is atmospheric pressure. It said it's just really pressing in on us, and all we have to do is quit resisting it, and we'll have every healing power that we need. It's just an amazing thing. And we are going to try to make sure I capture this video this time, so I'm going to stop it at 14:30. And I better start trying to stop it right now. Yeah, let me go ahead, because it may. Okay, I stopped it.